Hello, good morning everyone. Welcome back to Mass Effect 2. Hello, Floof. Victor. Yes, this is the insanity of Victor Shepard. Last time, we, I believe we, did the collector ship, which turned out to be a trap that the elusive man knowingly sent us on. So, yeah. And then, we saved Tally from treason charges by discovering that, surprise, surprise, the admirals that were part of the judges actually didn't give a shit about Tally and just wanted the trial to decide what they're going to do about the Geth. So we called them on the carpet and said, leave my Tally the fuck alone. And they acquitted her because we had just earlier taken back a lab ship that their best Marines didn't last 5 minutes in. We did it almost single-handedly with Tally and Garrus. So yeah, they probably didn't want to fuck around and find out. Anyway, today on the agenda, we're heading to Tachanka. To rescue Malin's former pupil, or protege actually, Malin, who has been kidnapped by Bloodpack mercenaries on Tachanka. And then, also on Tachanka, we're going to help Tank Baby because Tank Baby is sick. Or, is experiencing rage and fury uncontrollably. And he doesn't like that because fury should be a choice, damn it. So, we decided that the best person to ask would be a Krogan doctor, and they all live on Tachanka. So we're heading to Tachanka. Alright, I want to say we've got all the tech upgrades done. Yes. Okay. So, yeah. Alright, oh yeah, we also blew up, the Telton facility last time for Jack, because that's where her Weapon X program was, and where Cerberus kidnapped her as a child and tortured her because that somehow unlocks biotic potential. Which, in hindsight, yeah, they were right, but we still nuked it to death. Alright, so now might as actually well just scan the whole system, or cluster, not just the Arlock system. That way you don't have to come back here. Or we could do it. I don't know. Eventually we'll get all of them.
Probe launched.
And there's a planet right there. It's hiding behind Arlock.
Probe launched. launched.
Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and scout these other planets, because there's not many of them. And it will kill the agile, so... Oh no, we're in agile and I'm planet scanning. Whatever shall we do? Go get snacks, everybody.
Launching probe.
Also, I kind of have an unofficial poll going on in the Discord at the moment. It's not really, you know, urgent, but
Launching probe.
a few weeks back, the Halo Master Chief Collection was on sale on Steam for $10. And... or about $10. I think after tax it was like 12. But anyway, that included all 5 games of Reach, Combat Evolved, 2, Anniversary, 3, ODST, and 4. So 6 games. My bad. So I bought it. Got it all downloaded. Linked my old Microsoft Xbox account to it. So I've got all the stuff that we unlocked the last time. But I was wondering if you guys would want to see me redo the full Master Chief Collection playthrough, because and this I'm on the PC, because, well, as you all know, the sound quality of voice commentary on my Xbox is getting piss poor, and it's not getting any better. No matter how many headsets I go through, how many controllers I go through, what kind of hoops I go through, whether it be just Xbox Party, just straight normal thing, it's just not working. So I was wondering if y'all want me to redo it on the PC, because we know the PC voice and other sound quality is a lot better. And I could theoretically mod it, but that's not necessarily required. Anyway, just mention on Discord if you want me to do it or not. It's not going to be here for a while because I've got a lot of games in the queue. We've got Final Fantasy X-2 in the waiting. We've got Divinity in the waiting. Sniper Elite Resistance with the Floof crew in the waiting. Cyberpunk 2077 in the waiting. The rest of the Batman games in the waiting. So it's going to be a while before we have an open slot. But it's a possibility that we could do. Anywho, on to Tuchanka. Scarred by bombardment craters, radioactive rubble, choking ash, salt flats, and alkaline seas, Tuchanka can barely support life. Thousands of years ago, life grew in fierce abundance under the F-class star Arlak, a Reich clan word meaning Eye of Wrath. Tree analogs grew in thick jungles, their roots growing out of a shallow, silty seas. Life fed upon life in an evolutionary crucible. The world died in nuclear firestorms after the Krogan split the atom. A little ice age of nuclear winter killed off pretty much all the remaining plant life. In recent centuries, many Krogan have returned to their homeworld. The reduced albedo has caused global temperatures to rise. In order to maintain livable temperatures, a vast shroud was assembled at the L1 Lagrange point. It is maintained by the Council Demilitarization Enforcement Mission, CDEM, which is based on orbiting battle stations. CDEM advisory. Visitors to Tuchanka land at their own risk. The CDEM will not attempt to extract citizens threatened by clan warfare. Travel advisory. The ecology of Tuchanka is deadly. Nearly every native species engages in some predatory behavior. Even the remaining vegetation is carnivorous. Travel beyond the guarded areas is strongly discouraged. Population 2 billion. Capital. Currently Erdnut since 2183. CDEM garrison 2400 and orbital battle stations. The orbital year is 16.7 Earth years. Day length 21.4 Earth hours. Surface temperature 72 degrees Celsius, 36 in shrouded areas. So that in freedom units is 72 C2 freedom is 161.6 degrees in the sun. And in the shade, it's 96.8. Lovely. Let's go ahead and land. Alright, so we're going to bring Morden. And for the initial meetup, Tally, just so she can say hi to Uncle Erdnot Clan Chief, because we totally don't know who he is. Also, I want to fully upgrade her energy drain. We'll go with area drain. But when we get to Morton's actual mission, we'll probably pull in either Miranda or Garrus. Probably Garrus, because he can hit harder than Miranda can. Then with his armor-piercing ammo, he'll just punch through Krogan armor anyway. And Morden's Incinerate will take care of the regeneration. Alright. Hey, look, it's Char. And Eberus.
What did I tell you, honey? Isn't it beautiful? Far away from all that high-tech noise.
I guess.
Or
Seems
Araba.
like dirty, though.
Oh, it builds character.
What's up?
The clan leader wants to speak with you. Talk to him soon, alien. If we decide you're not welcome, you'll know just before we kill you.
Okay. Fair warning, though. Good luck.
Someday we'll get off this rock and show those Orientals wall.
Erdnot clan reports use weak encryption. I see references to a captured Solarian in the logs of the Chief Scout.
Good. Talk to Scout then, or Chief. Either one acceptable.
Also, I have been unable to access local medical records. I suggest asking the local clan leader for assistance with Grunt's problem.
Alright, well, first, we're gonna talk to Ratch.
You don't want anything I sell, human. Greetings, human. My name is Ratch. Have a look at what I've got.
No hate for an alien?
Everyone I talk to hates that aliens are an Erdnot. Except you.
I don't have the luxury of turning away paying customers. I do enough business off-world to know that you aliens have more credits than people here do.
So what do you sell here?
What do you have in stock?
Most of it's food and drink that's toxic to humans. Rincall's a local favorite. Don't try to act tough, it'll tear your insides apart. Otherwise, I've got weapons, scrap, and whatever food those pie jocks don't steal. Which isn't much. Take a look at my kiosk over there if you want to buy something.
Tell me about the pie jacks.
What the hell is a pie jack?
Off-world vermin. Humans say they're like monkeys. They come in and steal food, Rincall, whatever they can get their talons on. We started using the mounted defense cannons to stop them.
Okay. I can help you with the pie jacks.
I'm a good shot. Maybe I can help out with the pie jacks.
Feel free. You can use the console out there to control the guns. Make a dent in the pie jack population, and you get a discount. Good luck with that.
What I like about the Krogan is they say they have problem. You say, I can help you with problem by using heavy explosives. And they're like, hell yeah! Go for it, man! We want to watch! And even if you don't really make that much of a dent, we get to see explosions, so I see this as an absolute win.
I should go.
Suit yourself.
Only the children, probably 5 years from the right. Yeah, my eyes. Watch it, human.
Let's see what the human
Alright,
can
now I gotta
do.
remember these controls. Oh, yeah. Okay. It's WASD to move this thing instead of the mouse. Luckily, this thing has a huge blast radius. There we go. Okay. There you are. Two for one. All right, round three. Oh, fuck. Last one. Yay, we did it.
Eyes straight ahead.
And only one hijack got through.
I lost half my stock seeing those vermin roasting the heat from an explosive shell. I swear it was glorious.
My
It was
pleasure.
a lot of fun.
Help yourself to more. There's no shortage of pie jocks out there if you get a craving for violence. I'll give you a discount at my store. Anything you want, you buy at cost.
Thank
I
you.
should go.
Suit yourself.
Alright, so let's see here. We're gonna get pie jack meat and the heavy weapon ammo. Okay. Did we not get... Are we maxed on the heavy weapon? We might be maxed on heavy weapon. Here you go.
Here, try this.
Who's a good puppy?
Looks like Urs finally found someone to follow around.
That's a good boy.
Should I ask the female clan for right of parentage?
Why bother with all politics? You know you're tired of son. That's enough. Give me a reason.
Don't touch anything. Do I look like I have time to talk? I've got work to do. Those fools brought this Tom. You tell me, how can you expect a Tomka to run without a combustion manifold?
Any idea where I can find a combustion manifold?
Yeah, I can make one. Give me 3 days and a barrel of Ringcall. The one they lost is probably still out in the field. It's too much to expect them to collect it and bring the damn thing back.
I'll go look
I'm
for
going
it.
out into the field. If I see a combustion manifold, I'll bring it back with me.
If you did, it would save me a lot of work. Maybe bring back my sunny disposition.
I doubt it, but okay.
Let me get out of your way.
Don't do me any favors.
Step back. My Baron is hungry.
Alright, let's go ahead and talk with Clan Chief.
Halt. You must wait till the clan leader summons you. He is in talks.
You know what tradition demands. Clan Erdnot must respond. Your reforms will not go unopposed. You risk appearing weak at a critical time.
Shepard.
Fuck
Good
you,
enough.
guard. I'm on a
Excuse me.
first name, well, technically last name basis with Rex.
Shepard. My friend. You look well for dead, Shepard. Should have known the void couldn't hold you.
It's been a long time.
Looks like helping me destroy Saren and the Geth has worked out for you. Glad we didn't have to kill each other on Vermeer.
Huh. You made the rise of Erdnot possible. Vermeer was a turning point for the Krogan, though not everyone was happy about it. Destroying Saren's genophage cure freed us from his manipulation. I used that to spur the clans to unify under Erdnot.
You abandoned many traditions to get your way. Dangerous.
Shut up, Worf.
Speak when spoken to, Uvenk. I'll drag your clan to glory whether it likes it or not. Now, Shepard, what brings you here? How's the Normandy?
Blown up.
Destroyed in a collector surprise attack. I ended up spaced.
Well,
Hi,
you
Gio.
look good.
Welcome to stream.
The benefits of a redundant nervous system.
Yeah.
We're on Tachanka.
Humans don't have that.
Oh, it must have been painful then. But you're standing here.
Oh, it was very
and you've
painful,
got a
Rex.
strong new ship. Takes me back to the old days. Us against the unknown. Killing it with big guns. Good times.
So,
I'm looking for a Solarian. He was captured by the Blood Pack and brought here.
My scout commander can direct you. He's probably near the perimeter running target practice. Don't take too much of his time. I need a constant watch on the other clans.
alright. We'll ask him how his work once we're done.
I need to go.
With Grunt's
We'll go over this another
thing.
time.
Watch yourself, Shepard. Tuchanka isn't safe and homey like Theros and Ilos.
Not exactly setting a high bar there.
I have nothing to say to aliens.
Well, fuck you too.
One wrong step, Shepard.
What do you want, human? You're crowding my hump.
I'm looking for a Solarian. The Blood Pack captured him and he was last seen around here.
I heard about that Solarian. Poor bastard. If it's Blood Pack, then Clan Weirlock has him. Sent one of my scouts to check it out, but he never reported back. Guess they got him, too. Chief told me to give you one of the trucks. Just follow the highway to Weirlock's base if you've got the quads to deal with him in the Blood Pack.
What's Clan Weirlock's reputation, and how are they involved with the Blood Pack?
Tough humps, and they're not friendly like we are. You ever run into the Blood Pack? Mercenary gang.
Yeah, I've dealt with
Clan
them.
Weirlock started it. One of the only gangs with an off-world presence. They're fanatics, totally devoted to Weirlock Guld. Whatever they did with your Solarian, Guld's behind it.
How so?
What makes Guld so special?
He's got 2 children. One of them is a girl. Some people think he's got a destiny. Not me. I had a cousin who won 20 consecutive games of Quasar. Lucky bastard. I'd ask my cousin for a loan, but I wouldn't swear allegiance to him. Luck. That's all it is. Same for Guld.
Okay. Blood Pack aren't all Krogan, though.
But the Blood Pack has non-Krogan members, like Vorcha.
Ha! The Vorcha. They're just like the Varen. Only they can use guns and don't crap on the floor as often. The Krogan are the only real members of the Blood Pack. Anyone else is just there to soak enemy fire.
Okay. Solarian presence.
Any idea what they're doing with the Solarian?
I assume they wanted to torture him. You don't take somebody home just to kill them. It's messy. Maybe he pissed off the Blood Pack, and they brought him here for special treatment. No skin off my hump what they do with him. One less alien on Tachanka.
I could say that, but even as Boy Scout as Victor is, he's not that dumb. Krogan don't give a shit about aliens unless they prove their worth. Which is why Rex really likes me, Tally, Liara, and Garrus. Because he's all worked with us before. And he knows we kick ass. Just like, yeah, these guys are great. But everyone else, they're like, you kind of have to prove your worth. Because on Tachanka, unless you kick ass, you're dead.
What can you tell me about Clan Weirlock's base?
Last I heard, the clan was holed up in an old hospital. I haven't seen it, though. I've only seen Clan Weirlock from a distance. If I'd gotten closer, I'd have taken a shot. You get inside, though, bring a big gun. Weirlock's base is crawling with Blood Pack.
Well, I've got a nuke launcher, so...
That doesn't sound too defensible. Why'd they hole up there?
Any hospital on Tachanka has to be built well enough to withstand a bunch of enraged Krogan. When an injury forces us to switch over to secondary organs, things get messy. Higher thought processes don't always transition properly. Blood rage, they call it.
Okay, so it's a fortress. Gotcha. Let's take the truck. Please tell me I get a switch. Okay, good. Because, Tally, I love you, but you're not going to be good on this mission. There's a lot of armor and regenerating health. And you don't got answers for any of that. So we'll take Garrus. Look, it's the Fallout universe. Whoa. War never changes. All right, everyone. Let's get the weapons
Change weapon.
I need you to have. There we go. Okay. Oh, yeah. I want to have my armor
Headed
on.
for combat. Thought I was harmless, did you? Not difficult.
Okay, so he does have incinerate. Incineration blast, good. Okay, so that's maxed out. Oh shit. Having armor-piercing weapons makes insanity so much easier.
Enjoy.
There we go. I hear more Baron.
Hostile! There we go.
Deploying incineration tech.
Whew. There we go. I'm willing to bet there's another pyro just around that corner. Yep. Okay.
Just come down.
Fucking hell.
Of course.
There we go. I love it. This room I feel. I love this.
I think we blasted his head off. Alright, we got the manifold. Okay. Alright, into the hospital we
Repurposed
go.
Krogan Hospital. Sturdy, built to withstand punishment.
That's unfortunate. Hospitals aren't fun to fight through.
What is fun to fight through?
Gardens, electronic shops, antique stores, but only if they're classy.
Okay, Garrus.
That body, human. Need to take a look. Sores, tumors, ligatures showing restraint at wrists and ankles, track marks for repeated injection sites. Test subject, victim of experimentation.
Any clue to ID?
I don't suppose there's a way to tell who this poor bastard was?
No tattoos or ID. Maybe slave or prisoner, maybe merc or pirate. Irrelevant now. Clearly part of Krogan tests to cure genophage. Humans useful as test subjects. Genetically diverse. Enables exploration of treatment modalities.
Why not Varen?
Wouldn't something native to Tachanka work better? Varen, maybe?
Yes, human experiments strictly high-level concept testing. Native Tuchanka fauna likely used later in development stages. Wise to delay use of Varen until necessary. Powerful bite.
What can you tell about their experiments from looking at the body?
Position of tumors suggests deliberate mutation of adrenal pineal glands, modifying hormone levels, counterattack on glands hit by genophage. Clever.
That sounds bad.
Do you think they're close to curing the genophage?
Can't say. Need more data. Conceptually sound, though. Genophage alters hormone levels, could repair damage with hormonal counterattack.
How are humans more genetically diverse?
More variable. Peaks and valleys, mutations, adaptations, far beyond other life. Makes humans useful test subjects. Larger reactions to smaller stimuli.
Let's see here. What is it because of our differing appearances?
I know we can look much different from each other, but Asari have a wide range of skin tones.
No, ignore superficial appearance, down to genetic code. Biotic abilities, intelligence levels. Can look at random Asari, Krogan, make reasonable guess. Humans, too variable to judge. Outliers in all species, of course. Geniuses, idiots. But human probability curve offers greater overall variety.
Well, using humans is wrong.
Experimenting on humans? That kind of crap is what makes Cerberus start to seem like a good idea.
Never used humans myself. Disgusting, unethical, sloppy. Used by brute force researchers, not thinkers. No place in proper science. Krogan use of humans, unsurprising.
Did you use Krogan subjects?
I imagine you had to do some live subject testing while developing the new genophage.
No, unnecessary. Limited tests to simulations, corpses, cloned tissue samples. High-level tests on Varen. No tests on species with members capable of calculus. Simple rule, never broke it.
Well, I'm stopping this.
Now we've got 2 reasons to shut this place down.
Focus on Malin. Too late to help the dead.
All right. Also, I would totally be safe from Morden's experimentations because I am not capable of doing calculus. I tried and I couldn't figure it out. I can do algebra, but calculus is a little bit beyond me.
I am the speaker for Clan Werlock, Offworlders. You have shed our
Alright,
blood.
so
By rights, you should be dead already. But Werlock Gold, the chief of
there's
chiefs,
a widely
has ordered that
accepted
you be given
canon
leave to
Renegade
flee
Interrupt
and
here.
spread the message of our coming.
But we're gonna actually not do that. Because despite it being tactically advantageous, Victor is gonna play the diplomatic high ground, and he does kind of have a bit of a soft spot for the Krogan plight, so we'll see how this goes.
The Krogan don't generally let people go. What does Clan Werlock have planned?
If you walk away now, you can tell your children that you saw Clan Werlock before our blood pack conquered the stars. You think the Erd not impressive? They are pitiful! Werlock Gold will destroy them! The Solarian will cure the genophage, and Clan Werlock will spread across the galaxy in a sea of blood!
Appears they discovered Malin's work. Unfortunate.
No one else has to die.
It doesn't have to happen like this. I can understand wanting to cure the genophage.
No, human, you understand nothing! You have not seen the piles of children that never lived. The Krogan were wronged. We will make it right, and then we will have our revenge!
Why not try diplomacy?
Half the galaxy sees the Krogan as victims. If you start a war, you'll lose their support.
We have the blood.
He
pact,
hesitated there.
And we have the Solarian. When our clan numbers in the millions, we will not need support. When we cure the genophage, Warlock Gold will rule all Krogan. The Krogan rebellions will become the Krogan Empire. The surviving races will frighten their children with tales of what the Blood Pact did to the Turians.
Wow, it really wants me to take this
Yasari will
interrupt.
scream as the Citadel plunges into the sun. We will keep Solarians as slaves and eat their eggs as a delicacy. If you lack the wisdom to flee, then you will be
All
the
right,
first
fine,
of
fuck it.
billions
You
to be-
talk too much.
See? The human cannot hit a simple target.
I actually tried to give him a chance, but no, he was digging the grave deeper, so okay. Ow, fuck you. Goddamn stun lock from the Carnage Blast. Okay, well.
Repurposed Krogan
Oh,
pistol. Sturdy.
lovely.
Punishment.
You gotta restart from here.
That body, human.
Okay, yeah,
Test
yeah.
subject. Victim of it. Clear. Humans useful as test subjects.
How are humans more
Makes
useful?
humans
Experimenting on
never
humans?
used. Krogan use of you. No tests on species with members capable of calculus. Focus on male.
All right.
Too late to help the dead.
Okay, so we're going to quick save here. So if I die again, I don't have to go through that. There should have been a quick save there, or an auto save there, but whatever.
I am the speaker for Clan Warlock, Offworlders. You have shed our blood. By rights, you should be dead already. But Warlock Gold, the Chief of Chiefs, has ordered that you be given leave to flee and spread the message of our coming.
Actually, I want to see if
Krogan
I
don't
can.
generally let people go. What does Clan Warlock have planned?
If you walk away now, you can tell your children that you saw Clan Warlock before our Blood Pact conquered the stars. You think the Earth not impressive? They are pitiful! Warlock Gold will destroy them! The Solarian will cure the genophage, and Clan Warlock will spread across the galaxy in a sea of blood!
Appears they discovered Malin's work. Unfortunate.
Okay, so no one else has
It
to
doesn't
die.
have to happen like this. I can understand wanting to cure the genophage.
No, human, you understand nothing! You have not seen the piles of children that never lived. The Krogan were wronged. We will make it right, and then we will
Okay,
have
so
our
you
revenge.
can just ignore the Renegade interrupt. It's just, it's like, no, please take it.
Half the galaxy sees the Krogan as victims. If you start a war, you'll lose their support.
Well, let's just see how far this
We
goes.
have the Blood Pact, and we have the Solarian. When our clan numbers in the millions, we will not need support. When we cure the genophage, Warlock Gold will rule all Krogan. The Krogan rebellions will become the Krogan Empire. The surviving races will frighten their children with tales of what the Blood Pact did to the Turians. The Yasari will scream as their citadel plunges into the sun. We will keep Solarians as
There's no
slaves
stun on the Widow
and
Nebula,
eat their
but okay.
eggs as a delicacy. If you lack the wisdom to flee, then you will be the first of billions to be crushed beneath our might. For Warlock Gold, attack!
They've seen us.
All right, well,
Best you can do. Fire! Best you can do.
Looks like it's just you, me, and your friends. Oh boy. Well, I think it's just fortune now. If it's fortune, I can handle that. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that was definitely a harder fight, but I also learned that the game really, really wants you to take that interrupt so much that it'll last for like almost a minute. Hello, Ross. Welcome to stream. Alright. We're doing Morden's loyalty mission.
Labs likely through there. Can smell antiseptic. Hint of dead flesh.
Okay. I'll salvage those. Get the iridium.
Active console may contain useful data. One moment. Genetic sequences. Hormone mutagens still steady. Protein chains, live tissue, bone tissue. Very thorough. Standard treatment vectors. Avoiding scorched earth immunosuppressants to alter hormone levels. Good. Hate to see that.
What was it like working on the genophage modification project?
Best years of my life. Wake up with ideas, talk over breakfast, experiments all morning. Statistical analysis in afternoon, run new simulations during dinner, set data runs to cook overnight. Laughter, ego, argument, passion, galaxy's biggest problem, massive resources thrown at us. Got anything we wanted.
Still close to your team?
Do you keep in touch with your old team members?
No. All changed with deployment. Made test drop on isolated Krogan clan, hit rest of Tuchanka when results were positive. End of project. Separate ways. Watching it end, watching birth rates drop. Personal. Private. Not appropriate for team.
Sounds like you were pretty important. How'd you go from that to running a clinic on Omega?
Wanted to heal people. Good use of last decade. Something easy. No ethical concerns. Understand rationale for modified genophage. Right choice. Still. Hard to sleep some nights.
I wonder why it might be hard to sleep some nights.
Most people wouldn't be so casual about developing a sterility plague, Morden.
Not developing, modifying. Much more difficult. Working within confines of existing genophage. 100 times the complexity.
Not
Errors
my
unacceptable.
point.
Could cause total sterility, malignant tumors. Could even reduce effectiveness. Worse than doing nothing. Had to keep Krogan population stable. 1 in 1,000. Perfect target, optimal growth. Like gardening.
Pretty it up however you like. You're talking about murdering millions.
No, murdered no one. Altered fertility, prevented fetal development of nervous system. Have killed many, Shepard. Many methods. Gunfire, knives, drugs, tech attacks. Once with farming equipment, but not with medicine.
Here's the thing, though. As the Krogan have implied, and as we'll later learn, the genophage doesn't actually stop the conception and fertilization process. What it does is it interferes with fetal development. So the end result is the Krogan mother still lays the eggs. It's just they hatch into stillborns. So what the genophage more accurately does is it forces well, since the target was 1,000 viable births, that means that the genophage, what it actually did was it forced 999 in 1,000 stillborns, miscarriages. Yeah, it is sick. Granted, at the time when they developed the original genophage, the Krogan were like already dropping asteroids on Palaven, the last major point of resistance against the Krogan rebellions. Once Palaven, aka the homeworld of the Turians, fall, Thessia wouldn't be far behind, Sarkesh would be wiped out in an instant, the Citadel Council would be essentially gone. So, yeah, it made sense to deploy a super weapon against the Krogan. And part of the reason why they went with the genophage was, the main reason for the rebellions was the Krogan are a prey species. That's why they have eyes on the sides of their heads. On Tachanka, it is a death world. Like, everyone likes to joke that Earth is a death world. Tachanka's got... Earth is a paradise compared to Tachanka. Tachanka is like Australia and combined with Florida times 1,000. Everything is trying to kill everything else to eat it. So, the Krogan evolved to rapidly reproduce. Not such a bad problem when they're on Tachanka, because attrition would naturally keep the populations at a stable enough size, because, you know, you'll probably lose like 500 to wildlife eating everything. I mean, they've got thresher moths to deal with, for God's sakes. But when the Krogan were artificially uplifted by the Solarians and given access to weapons that they probably weren't ready to wield, and they did this to, you know, fight the Arachni. Well, they weren't really ready for interplanetary or, galactic travel. So when the Council gave them colony worlds for their assistance against the Arachni, the population exploded because they were given garden worlds instead of death worlds. With nothing to naturally check the Krogan's population rate, it exploded. They needed more resources. The Council wasn't going to give them any more. So, because the Krogan hadn't developed enough on their own to be ready for the consequences of interstellar travel, i.e. maybe don't have so many kids, and do selective birth control, they only really knew their instincts, which was fight. So they did. That's why the Solarians developed the genophage in the first place. The other problem with the Krogan is that they live for millennia. Combine long life with high birth rate, that begins to be a problem. Now, the genophage probably needs to be cured after all this time, because the Krogan are dangerously close to going extinct. No, the ends doesn't justify the means. I get the genophage being used as a desperation weapon. However, what the Council should have done was help the Krogan adapt to the genophage, teach them about proper breeding control, and how to assimilate into galactic society, while at the same time working to cure it. So that when the Krogan are ready, they cure the genophage, and we don't have massive population boom. Unfortunately, they would rather have punished the Krogan. That's the problem.
You're saying you were working just as hard to keep their population from falling?
Yes, could have eradicated Krogan. Not difficult. Increased mutation to degrade genetic structure further. Chose not to. Rachni extinction tragic. Didn't want to repeat. All life precious. Universe demands diversity.
How can you agree with using the genophage, Morden? Look at what happened to Tuchanka as a result.
State of Tuchanka not due to genophage. Nuclear winter caused by Krogan before Salarians made first contact. Krogan choices. Refuse truce during Krogan rebellions. Expand after Rachni wars. Splinter after genophage. Genophage medical, not nuclear. No craters from virus. Damage caused by Krogan, not Salarians, not me.
Yeah, you want to know why the Krogan splintered after the genophage? It's because fertile females became such a high commodity, so essential to the survival of the species, especially after they were primarily locked to Tuchanka. The various clans were formed to protect them at all costs. And then you get some Krogan, they're just like, fuck it, we're just gonna either wander in the desert to go get eaten by a thresher mob, because what's the point? Or, you know, I'll hire myself off as a merc. At least I'll get paid to do what I know how to do. Fuck the rest of my race, sort of thing. The genophage caused the massive cultural shift.
The effects on Tuchanka are still your responsibility. You upgraded the virus that kept them in barbarism.
Krogan committed war crimes, refused to negotiate. Turian defeat not complete. Krogan could have recovered, attacked again. Conventional war too risky. Krogan forces too strong. Genophage was only option. Krogan forced genophage, us or them. No apologies for winning. Wouldn't have minded peaceful solution.
Okay, by that logic, the Turians should also get hit by the genophage, because they've committed multiple war crimes, most recently against humanity in the First Contact War. After we, or during the initial attack on Shanxi, they decided to drop asteroids on the human colony to annihilate cities. And their justification for it was, well, there was a garrison there. Yeah, to protect the city. So, and the Citadel Council has declared using asteroids to drop on populated areas is in fact a fucking war crime. But I guess it doesn't apply because the humans weren't signatories to the council at the time. It's real convenient when the race that commits the war crimes is also part of the legislative body that decides what a war crime actually is.
So if the Krogan banded together and formed a united government, you'd welcome that?
Yes. United Krogan saved Galaxy, destroyed Rachni. Genophage not punishment, simply alters fertility to correct for removal from hostile environment.
We're not gonna find Malin staring at consoles. Come on.
Oh yeah, and also, let's see here. The Asari, I don't think it's the only option, excuse. If he said it was the only option, and then said we were working to try and, you know, prevent the Krogan from, you know, reverting to barbarism, and actively fix their mistake, okay, I'll buy it. But They weren't. They were letting the Krogan kill themselves. And actively pushing them toward that. I can guarantee you that as far as the Council is concerned, if the Krogan all went extinct tomorrow, they wouldn't give a shit. That's the war crime. Also, I'm not yelling at you, Gio. I get worked up about my games. Because I get invested with the characters.
Now what's this?
So I'm kind of mad at Morden more than anything.
Dead Krogan, female. Tumors indicate experimentation. No restraint marks. Volunteer. Sterile Werelock female willing to risk procedures. Hoped for cure. Pointless. Pointless waste of life.
This bothers you, does it?
I didn't expect you to be disturbed by the sight of a dead Krogan.
What? Why? Because of genophage work?
Yeah, because of that.
No. Causative. Never experimented on live Krogan. Never killed with medicine. Her death not my work. Only reaction to it. Goal was to stabilize population. Never wanted this. Can see it logically. But still unnecessary. Foolish. Waste of life. Hate to see it.
Now, the point, or the reason why I'm harping so much on Morden, both as player and as Victor, is Morden is a good, for lack of a better term, man. However, the story is full of colonization. Well, that is the story of life, Gio. Every civilization is guilty of it to some degree. You either grow and expand and either form networks of alliances, which that is a form of colonization. You are spreading your influence. Or you do it outright through conquering. But every civilization needs something that other people has in order to survive. So, is it a morally good thing to do? Who knows? Is it a fact of life that will never go away? Yes. And I'm tired of people immediately assuming that a civilization doing what it has to in order to get resources that it needs by exerting its influence is automatically evil. There are evil ways to do it, no doubt. But like I said, diplomacy is also colonization. Trade, in a sense, can be considered colonization. So, where does the line stop? But anyway, back to my original point. Morden is a good man. His problem is that when he worked on the genophage, it was in a sterile lab. All he saw was data. He didn't actually see the effects. And then once it was deployed, he started seeing the effects. I think killing an entire group means. Yeah, it is. Killing an entire group of beings is definitely an evil form of colonization. You are correct. But again, the genophage, when it was deployed, is morally gray. The fact that they're keeping it is definitely evil. Anyway, so what I'm trying to do with Morton here is force him to, or basically throw the effects of the genophage in his face so he can't deny it anymore. To force him to come to grips with the fact that his actions are keeping the Krogan in this state. He is killing the species with medicine.
I didn't think you'd had much direct contact with things like this. Did you come to Tachanka after dropping your plague?
Yearly recon missions. Water, tissue samples. Ensure no mistakes. Superiors offered to carry it on. Refused. Need to see it in person. Need to look. Need to see. Accept it as necessary. See small picture. Remind myself why I run a clinic on Omega. Rest, young mother. Find your gods. Find someplace better.
That sounded almost religious.
I didn't expect spirituality from you, Morton.
Genophage modification project altered millions of lives, then saw results. Ego, humility, juxtaposition, frailty of life, size of universe. Explored religions after work completed. Different races. No answers. Many questions.
You had a crisis of faith.
Sounds like you were trying to deal with your guilty conscience. The doctor who killed millions.
Modified genophage project great in scope. Scientifically brilliant. But ethically difficult. Krogan reaction visceral, tragic. Not guilty, but responsible. Trained as doctor, genophage affects fertility, doesn't kill. Still, caused this. Hard to see big picture behind pile of corpses.
So how do you deal with it?
Can you really just rationalize it all away? How do you justify it?
Wheel of life. Popular Solarian concept. Similar to human Hinduism in focus on reincarnation. Appealing to see life as endless. Fix mistakes in next life. Learn, adapt, improve. Refuse to believe life ends here. Too wasteful. Have more to offer. Mistakes to fix. Cannot end here. Could do so much more.
Like undoing the genophage.
If you need this much soul searching to get over it, maybe the genophage was wrong.
Had to be done. Rachni wars, Krogan rebellions, all pointed to Krogan aggression. So many simulations. Effects of Krogan population increase. All pointed to war. Extinction. Genophage or genocide. Save galaxy from Krogan. Save Krogan from galaxy.
Could have cured him.
You could have cured the genophage instead. Brought hope to the Krogan. They'd have rejoiced.
Assumes human reaction. Krogan stimulus response different. Harsh environment. Take chance to fight. Flee. Would have caused chaos in Tachanka. Victor would have war economy. Bloodthirsty army. Galactic expansion only logical outcome. More war. Genophage saved lives. War would have ended.
So you're willing to sterilize a species based on the evidence of a few simulations?
Yes. Millions of data points, years of arguments, countless scenarios, all noted Krogan fragmentation as dangerous, no unified culture to support repopulation. Would have been war, Turians and humans destroying Krogan utterly. Genophage was better, saved lives.
Look at the dead woman, Morton. It doesn't look like you saved her.
No, it doesn't. Worked with available data. Only option. No other possible. Doesn't matter.
I love that particular exchange. I did it to save lives. Look at the dead woman, Morton. You didn't save her. And he can only say, no, I didn't. Because, yeah, it's easy to hide behind statistics. It's easy to hide behind data points. But when you get down to the real world, actions have consequences. Went 10 million likes. Morden is not Torres. Because unlike Torres, Morden actually has a conscience. The fact that we're throwing this in his face, and the fact that he's can't bring up arguments against it, means he knows it's wrong. And as we'll see in the next game, he's going to dedicate his life to atone.
You killed the Blood Pack guards.
Yeah, I did.
Not Blood Pack, not member of Clan Werlock. Wrong clan markings.
I'm an not scout. Werlock guards got me. Brought me here.
We were looking for you.
The chief scout told us to watch for you. We've taken out the guards. Get back to Erdnot.
I can't. The Werlock did things to me. Drugs. Injections. Said I was sacrificing for the good of all Krogan. Experiments to cure the genophage. Everything's blurry. Hard to think. I have to stay.
Morden, can you get him back on his feet? Stims, maybe? Something to bolster his immune system?
You don't understand. I'm not too sick to leave. I have to stay. They're curing the genophage. They're gonna make it all better. They have to keep doing the tests.
Caution, Shepard. Patient unstable, susceptible, brainwashed.
I want to help.
Why do you want them to keep doing the tests?
This is my fault. I got caught. Wasn't strong enough. Not good enough. This is the best I can do. This is all I can do. I'm not big enough to have a real shot with the females. I'll never have kids of my own. But if I help undo the genophage, then I'm mattered.
Doesn't help your clan.
Millions of children will be born. Werlock children. They're going to destroy the other clans.
But... no. No, they said I was helping Erdnot.
If you want to help Erdnot, you need to get back there. But it would take a real badass to make it back to camp while injured.
I can do it.
You? I said a badass, not some scout whining like a Quarian with a tummy ache.
Real glad Tally's not here.
I can do it. I'm up. And I'm going to the female camp.
Damn right you are. Get back there and show them what you're worth. Go. Go.
There's no pep talk like a military pep talk.
Glad you liked it. Alright. Combat time.
I'm detecting crates ahead that are holding unstable materials. A misplaced shot could cause a significant explosion.
Or a well-placed shot. Explosives useful. Burn through Krogan armor.
You got a point.
Enemy!
Bravo! Into hell. Could burn nicely. I'm moving in.
Ow, shit.
Deploying incineration tech.
Krogan incoming!
Shepard with the charisma points. Yep. Okay. Nothing in here.
Incoming.
Krogan in... Incoming.
Enjoy.
Concussive shot ready.
Doesn't matter.
Moving. On my way.
Simple enough.
He fell down the hole. No, he's still there. So hopefully that won't need a reset. No, I can bypass. Okay. What? Maybe I will need a reload. Alright, I need to reload unless I can find gold and kill him. Because he's still on the map. And the game won't let me progress until we... Okay. Well, that sucks. Okay, so...
Shepard, I'm detecting crates ahead that are holding unstable materials. A misplaced shot could cause a significant explosion.
Or a well-placed shot. Explosives useful.
That was annoying.
Clean hit. Incineration tech.
enemies! This should slow him down.
There we go. That's more like it. Okay, get the credits. Alright, so we are maxed out on heavy weapon stuff. Okay.
Malin, alive, unharmed. No signs of restraint, no evidence of torture. Don't understand.
For such a smart man, Professor, you always had trouble seeing evidence that disagreed with your preconceptions. How long will it take you to admit that I'm here because I wish to be here?
He didn't need rescuing.
He wasn't kidnapped. He came here voluntarily to cure the genophage.
Impossible. Whole team agreed. Project necessary.
How was I supposed to disagree with the great Dr. Solus? I was your student. I looked up to you.
Experiments performed here. Live subjects, prisoners, torture and executions. You're doing?
We've already got the blood of millions on our hands, Doctor. If it takes a bit more to put things right, I can deal with that.
Alright, now I'm going to play devil's advocate. Well, not necessarily devil's advocate, because what Malin is doing is wrong. He's got the right intentions, but you know what they say about good intentions. And the road to hell being paved with them. He is taking no ethical precautions. He is brute forcing his way through. Using live subjects, whether willingly or unwillingly. Now, the fact that his data is actually useful means that it's a lot more complicated. But, yeah, what he's doing, he's going about it the wrong way.
You honestly think the experiments you did here are justified?
We committed cultural genocide. Nothing I do will ever be justified. The experiments are monstrous because I was taught to be a monster.
Taught by Morden?
Morden? Did you ever perform experiments like this?
No. Never taught you this, Malin.
So your hands are clean. What does it matter if the ground is stained with the blood of millions? You taught me that the end justified the means. I will undo what we did, Professor. The only way I know how.
What happens if the genophage is cured and the Krogan expand again? That'll be on your head.
We justified this atrocity by saying the Krogan would cause havoc and war if their population recovered. But look at the galaxy. Batarian attacks in the Traverse, Geth attacks in the Citadel. Is this a more peaceful universe? The assault on your Eden Prime might never have happened if we had let the Krogan recover. We'll never know.
That's garbage.
How would a Krogan population explosion have done anything to stop Saren and the Geth?
An increased Krogan population would have forced the Council to take steps, likely involving colony rights in the Traverse. The Turian fleets would be vigilant for any military activity in the area. They might have stopped the Geth at Eden Prime.
Supposition. Impossible to be certain.
Don't you see? We tried to play God and we failed. We only made things worse. And I'm going to fix it.
Alright.
You talked about killing, but the genophage isn't lethal. It only affects fertility rates.
This is
Krogan
clearly
fight
a
over fertile
devil's
females.
advocate
They
argument.
become mercenaries or pirates because they see no alternative. They would be thriving in a cultural renaissance now had we not decided that this is what they deserved.
Inaccurate. Krogan population resulted in war. Simulations were clear.
Why work with Clan Weirlock? And how did you access the genophage data?
The data was easy to obtain. We all still had clearance. We were heroes. All I had to do was ask. As for the Weirlock, they were the only clan with both the resources and the commitment.
Why not Clan Erdnot?
Erdnot has a larger camp than Weirlock. Why not use them?
Erdnot Rex is too soft. He wasn't willing to do the experiments I needed. It's Erdnot's loss and Weirlock's gain. Their clan will be the first to recover from the crime we committed.
Okay, so the fact that Rex saw what you were doing and said fuck no, despite the fact that he desperately wants a cure for the genophage, tells me that what you're doing here is beyond fucked up. Because Rex is very much a pragmatist. But if he's even saying that what you're doing is crossing the line, maybe that should have been your first clue.
Malin clearly doesn't need rescuing. What do you want to do?
Have to end this.
You can't face the truth, can you? Can't admit that your brilliant mind led you to commit an atrocity!
Unacceptable experiments. Unacceptable goals. Won't change. No choice. Have to kill you.
Wait, you don't need to do this, Morton. You're not a murderer.
I mean, you are, but...
Not a murderer. Thank you, Shepard. Finished, Malin. Get out. No Weirlock left. Project over.
What if he talks to more Krogan? Tells the public about the modified genophage project?
Special tasks group good at covering tracks. No proof.
Not that it'll matter
Willingness
in
to work
6
Solarium,
months anyway.
unusual. Other Krogan will kill him.
Aren't you worried that he'll start his research again?
No. Locking this unit. Special task group can cut access to old data. Could start from scratch. Decades of work, though. Didn't teach you everything I knew.
Leave.
You heard the professor. Get out before he changes his mind.
Where am I supposed to go, Professor?
Don't care. Try Omega. Can always use another clinic.
The Krogan didn't deserve what we did to them, Professor. The genophage needs to end.
Not like this. Apologies, Commander. Misunderstood mission parameters. No kidnapping. My mistake. Thank you.
Are you okay?
Don't worry about me, Morton. How are you doing?
Should have killed him. Wanted to. Easier than listening. Easier for him, too. Experiments indicate how far he's fallen. Expected it from Krogan. Not one of mine.
Well, remember that.
Maybe you'll remember that the next time you're discussing the ethics of the genophage.
Yes. So many variables. Stress responses. Impossible to truly predict. Something to think about. Malin's research. Only loose end. Could destroy it. Closure. Security. Still valuable, though.
His research was sick.
This is the research that included tests on living victims. It's tainted.
Right now, victims died for nothing. Keep it, use it. Death's worth something. Malin's work could cure genophage. Don't know. Effects on Krogan, effects on Galaxy. Too many variables. Too many variables.
Alright, so here's the big moral decision. And BioWare kind of, I think, mishandled their analogy. Because the whole thing is tainted research. Should we really use data obtained from unethical, downright evil experiments if that data can be used to save lives? Now, the analogy you'll often hear is the mid-century German. See, I'm being nice, YouTube. Mid-century German data gathered from their inhumane experiments on POWs and other undesirables to the regime. And that we shouldn't use that. The problem with that argument is the mid-century German experiments were not made scientifically. They were just, for shit. They were primarily done because a sick mind wanted to get his rocks off. So yeah, there's no reason to even consider that data as scientifically plausible. However, in this case, what Malin done was evil and fucked up. However, he did run it scientifically sound. The data he obtained can actually be used to help cure the genophage. And in fact, in Mass Effect 3, if you keep the data, Mordin can save Eve. It is objectively the correct decision if you want the most war assets. And in fact, it is the Paragon decision. So, if BioWare wanted to bring up the whole tainted research argument, then maybe have a punishment for keeping it. So, there's no real argument here. If you discard it, not only are you dooming the Krogan by taking away one of their stabilizing elements, aka Eve, or as we'll later learn, Erdnot Bakara, you also basically make all those lives that were lost in pursuit of this data, they died in vain. And a good majority of the Krogan lives were willingly sacrificed. So, I mean, they volunteered willingly. It's kind of like in Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. When Al is forced to use the Philosopher's Stone to save his own life and Dr. Marco from Pride. He initially has kind of the, it's tainted, I can't use these because it's people's souls. And Marco's like, yeah. Then allow them to fight the people that put them there in the first place. And that's what convinced Al to go ahead and use the stone. So yeah, we're keeping the data.
You regret what the Krogan have become. You see the horror of what they did here, but you see the loss, too.
Wasted potential.
They don't deserve this, Mordin. Save the data.
Point taken, Shepard. Capturing data. Wiping local copy. Still years away from cure, but closer than starting from scratch. Done. Ready to go. Ready to be off to Chunka. Anywhere else. Maybe somewhere sunny.
The modern science can reject all investigations if you don't follow ethical procedures. Yeah, it can.
Let's get out of here.
But see, I just got 30 Paragon points for doing that. The thing, though, is if the experiments were done properly, like they weren't just some sick way to get your rocks off, but it followed scientific procedures and documentation all along the way, proper control groups, proper all that stuff. Yeah, it can be very unethical. But that's where the moral argument is, because if all scientific procedures were followed, even if it's unethical, the data is still valid. And if it can be used to save more lives, is it ethical then to reject that data just because of its questionable moral, or just because of the questionable morality in obtaining it? I don't know the answer. I guess it depends upon how many lives can be saved. Yeah, there are ethical boards in medical research institutions. Whether or not they follow that, that's a whole nother can of worms that I really don't want to go down right now. But in this case right here, the ethical thing to do is to keep the data. Anyway, mission summary. Troubled by Clan Warlock's progress towards genophage cure without Cerberus knowledge. Cure data may prove useful. Krogan dangerous, but if recruited as shock troops against the Reapers, extremely valuable. Ha! Foreshadowing. Morden's assistant is no longer a problem. Morden will have no trouble focusing on the mission. Got a new power unlocked. Neural shock, not that great, but whatever. New outfit, Krogan vitality. Alright. Now we're going to head to the Normandy. So we can, 1, talk with Tally again, 2, talk with Morden, and get the upgrades, because Grunt's going to need them.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
So let's switch your outfit there. So appearance, there we go. Prague facility update from Cerberus Intel. Commander Shepard contacting you per Elusive Man's instructions. He believed you would want to know that he had ordered Subject Zero's project shut down before the riot broke out, because I totally believe that. Cerberus personnel arrived to find all guards dead, along with most of the subjects. Any surviving children were treated for injuries, given minor amnesiac treatments, and delivered to Alliance facilities as survivors of slaver attacks. Few surviving doctors were forcibly retired for their role in their project, aka flatlined so they couldn't talk. Per your report, the facility on Prague has been destroyed. I know it's been destroyed because I planted the goddamn nuke that did it. Pleasure to meet you. From Admiral Darozen Vasmore. Here we go. Shepard Voss Normandy. I've been digging through the Alarai. Just want you to know that I did find a few things from the experiments Rael Zor was conducting. Had you shared them with me, humanity might have reaped the benefits. Instead, once my own experiments are complete, you and your people will watch from a distance as the Quarian people reclaim not just their homeworld, but the largest synthetic army in the galaxy. Rael Zor's death will not have been in vain. I will complete what he has started. Cordially, Admiral Darozen Vasmore. Great. Fatality.
Still hard to believe Malin betrayed me. Betrayed my work. Disgusted by his actions. Proud of his nerve, though. Almost thought he lacked backbone. Hope he finds something new. Better goal, better purpose. Fewer torture tests.
You're awfully relaxed.
You're really at peace with what happened?
Yes, of course. Can't change what happened. Life continues. Back to mission, back to work. Become like Malin otherwise. Solarian emotional processing faster than other species. Has to be. Short-lived culture can't spend time reminiscing.
Okay. Malin wasn't like that.
Malin didn't seem like he processed his emotional response. He was obsessed with the genophage.
True, didn't mean to imply that Solarians were healthier emotionally, can still make wrong choices, bad decisions from grief, anger, guilt. Malin couldn't accept feelings. Made decision, executed. Probably before I left for Omega. Wish I'd seen it. Solarians still feel, just resolve it quickly. Explains lack of marriage, can't sustain courtship emotions. Or perhaps based on reproduction. Unsure.
Well, what about the research?
What about Malin's data on the genophage? His attempts at a cure?
Welcome, Ross.
What about it? Have it over there somewhere. Not dealing with it now. Need to focus on collectors. Not important now, regardless. Appreciate you helping me back on Tuchanka. Should get back to work. Wasted enough time already. Lots to do. Talk later?
Okay. Now we're gonna head down to engineering. We'll talk with Tally. I'm going to take a quick break, and then we'll head back down to Tuchanka for Grunt's mission, which won't be as long because it's literally just kill the shit out of things.
Have you got time to talk?
Yes, I'd like that. I've been thinking about.
No, it is.
I'm sorry. I was unprofessional, and I wasn't thinking rationally. I was being stupid and selfish.
No, you weren't.
You've never been selfish. If anything, you spent too much time thinking of the fleet and not enough thinking of yourself.
That might be true for humans, but Quarians are different. We can't just... We have to think of other people, always. If we don't think about the needs of the whole crew, people could get hurt. Maybe even killed. You deserve to be happy with someone. I can't do that. No matter how much I could get sick, jeopardize the mission.
How sick would you get?
Are you saying you could die if we were together?
It's always a risk. Maybe the reaction would be minor. Maybe it would put me down for a few weeks. Or maybe it would kill me. But that's not what I'm concerned about, Shepard. I don't want you distracted. I don't want what I want to hurt this mission. It's too important.
And what if there were no mission?
And if you weren't jeopardizing anything?
If it were just me, you risked your own life to save the colonists on Pharaohs 2 years ago. Nobody else could have saved them. I watched your face as Chief Williams died on Vermeer. I watched you stand strong against everything the galaxy threw at you. I've watched you for so long, and I never imagined you'd ever see past this.
Yeah, well,
Tally, if you're scared, I don't blame you. But I don't want anyone else. I want you. And I'll do whatever I have to make this work.
I wouldn't blame you if, but... Oh, thank you. You don't know what that... Thank you. Give me a little time. I'll do some research. Figure out how to make this work.
What can you do? Can I help?
There are a few ways to temporarily improve my immune system. Immunoboosters, antibiotic injections, that kind of thing. I'll spare you the details. But trust me, I've got plenty of motivation to figure something out.
also, what most people are tend to forget when it comes to Quarian immune systems is, while they're relatively weak, they're extremely adaptable. So, it's not out of the possibility that Tally or Tally's system could adapt to Shepard. And that is kind of what happens.
It can't be that uncommon for a Quarian to have a relationship with another race.
Sure, but in most cases, everything is happening outside the suit. Nerve stimulation programs and such. I don't want that. If I'm going to be with you, I want it to be real. I need to feel your skin on mine. I've never shown my face to anyone, but I'm ready to show you, if I can do it without dying.
Well, don't take too long.
Do your research quickly, Miss Vast Normandy. Captain's orders.
Right. Yes, definitely. Until then, I should, do something. Repairs for the mission.
So, Kenneth, did you know we've got a crazy woman squatting down in the subdeck?
What? She touches anything, I'll kill her.
Oh, and the only thing she wears from her waist up is tattoos.
Oh, maybe I should go down and welcome her aboard.
And she's a murderer, has biotic powers that could crush you with a blink. Hates everyone in Cerberus.
Damn it, girl. Stop toying with me.
How's everyone? I'm okay. Gonna have to take a quick, minute and a half break as soon as we get to the CIC. 180 degrees. Yeah. All right. I'll be right back. Stick around. We'll be doing Grunt's loyalty mission here when I get back. The what? Oh, he was referring to the engineers. CIC, Command and Control. Or the Combat Information Center, I think is what it stands for. Yeah, Combat Information Center, CIC. Anyway, I'll be right back. Alright, I am back. Let's go get Tank Baby figured out. Okay, I'll bring Tank Baby and Tally just because I want to see what she says with Rex. Actually, that Project Women got that line backwards. Crossing the T is where you take your battle line and essentially run in front of the enemy battle line so that all your guns can go to bear, basically presenting the enemy with your broadside, but they're restricted to only their forward guns, especially only the forward guns on the forward ship. That is the prime naval position. You want to be the one crossing someone's T. What Project Wingman and Captain Chad Woodward was talking about was he was going to have to let the Federation cross his T. That is what goes against everything he knows about naval warfare and doctrine. He should have said, we have to let them cross our T. But that's not how the line was written, because I honestly don't think Project Wingman's writer really knows or really did much research into the topic. I mean, if they think that, bringing Crimson One back from the dead to cock block the player from, triumphant victory in Presidia is good writing to subvert our expectations. Yeah, I don't think he did the research into naval warfare to know what the hell he's talking about. Again, don't get me wrong. I like the gameplay of Project Wingman. It's great. It is a great indie alternative to Ace Combat. Its general story is also pretty good. I like the world of Project Wingman, the world on fire. I just disagree a lot with a lot of the story decisions or the character decisions that the writer made. I think C1 is an absolute trash character. I know. Yeah. Well, thank you. Alright, first let's talk with the scout and give the manifold up.
One more win in the pits, and I'm retired.
My scout made it back. We've got him at the tent. Doesn't remember much beyond getting tortured, but he remembers you. Said you yelled at him until he got his hump out of that basin back here. You've got a quad, human. Thanks for saving my scout. Saves me having to train another one.
Talk to you later.
Alright.
Place your bet on the pits, human. We won't win.
Don't touch anything. If you're gonna stand there, make yourself useful. I can't do anything until I build a replacement manifold for this damn Tonka.
Yeah, Crimson One in King's like, you took everything from me. And Monarch's just like, and the player for that matter, you did that to yourself.
I found a combustion manifold out in the field. Is this what you need?
That'll work. Faster than building one from scratch, at least. You just saved me 3 days' work, human. You've earned my time if you want it.
Do you like Rex?
How do you feel about what Rex is trying to do?
The old man's crazy, if you ask me. Which you just did. But that stuff fixes itself.
Yeah, he did. He
If it
took
doesn't
every...
work,
C1
Rex
took
gets thrown to
everything from
shreds and
everyone
we
else.
Find out who's got the next best plan.
But now,
Let me get out of
I
your way.
think
Don't do me any favors.
PW's writer fell into the trap of, I need to be darker and edgier than Ace Combat because that's how you be cool. Because he grew up in the 90s, I guess. And he's like, I'm going to do 0, but edgier. And what he ended up doing was 0, but stupider. Hey, there's the Pyjak that we missed. Got them all.
Should you be in here?
Alright, let's get assault rifle damage,
This might be useful.
bionic damage, and shotgun damage.
These things would last longer if they didn't hit it.
The pits have been a bloodbath ever since Urza's handler was exiled. Shepard, what can I do for you, my friend?
What's wrong with Grunt?
I have a Krogan on my crew. He has some kind of sickness and needs treatment.
Where are you from, whelp? Was your clan destroyed before you could learn what is expected of you?
I have no clan. I was tank bred by Warlord Okir. My line distilled from Kredok, Moro, Shiagar.
You recite warlords, but you are the offspring of a syringe.
That may be, but he's still a
I am
Krogan.
pure Krogan. You should be in awe.
Okir's a very old name. A very hated name.
He is dead.
Of course, you're with Shepard. How could he be alive?
Does it change anything?
Does that name mean anything to you, Rex?
Vicious warlord responsible for many deaths, who apparently toyed with genetics. A clone undertaking the right. You are considering it? Tank-bred allowed status as an adult? This is too far. There's nothing wrong with him. He's becoming a full adult.
Wait, so this is a pilgrimage?
I don't care what aliens call it. Krogan undergo the rite of passage. Too far, Rex. Your clan may rule, but this thing is not Krogan.
No, you can't pick how you're born or what you're born from.
So, Grunt, do you wish to stand with Erdnot?
You'll let a tank-bred Krogan join Clan Erdnot?
Only because he's with you. After all, you and I killed thousands like him. Not quite as big, but many. Clan Erdnot is strong, and the others will do as I say. They see the benefit of my vision.
Well, this is his call.
This is his choice.
It is in my blood. It is what I am for.
Good boy. Speak with the shaman. He's over on the second level. Give him a good show and he'll set you on the path. You too, Shepard. How many times have you stepped in a mess for your crew, hmm?
I lost count.
I need to go. We'll go over this another time.
We'll talk with him more about his work after the rite. Probably next stream. Yeah, I know I got some renegade points, but we're gonna have to get some renegade points because Krogans don't like Paragon stuff. They're very blunt, straightforward, and don't give a crap about niceties. So you kind of have to read the room.
See that special they had on the extranet? That crap rots your brain. You should be out hunting. Fixing something you can't hunt. There's a special bid on the Citadel.
This world is nearly destroyed. And for the most part, the Krogan have done it to themselves.
You know about that Quarian. How's that slave machine race going?
We were driven from our world, but the Krogan are wasting theirs. Perhaps they must lose it to realize what they had.
You go beyond yourself, Yatatagu Vank. The rights of Erdnot are dominant. How do we know it will challenge him? He's unnatural. The beasts of the right could ignore him like a lump of plastic. They know blood no matter the womb. Your barking does not help your case. I'll speak for myself. This is the tank bread. It is very lifelike. Smells correct as well. Your protests ring hollow, Uvank.
Okay, so the Paragon way would say, we have permission. Which, while correct, sounds weak. This just sounds, you know, unnecessarily hostile. This is basically the same as this, but it's forceful and says, this guy's an idiot. If he stands in our way, we'll take care of him. Which is what the Krogan will respect. So, he dares stand in Grunt's way.
I don't care what this idiot says. Grunt has the right to be here.
There's some fire, and from an alien. Oh, the shame to see from those who whine like pups. If this must stand on ritual, then I invoke a denial. My Krant stands against him. He has no one. My patience
Yeah,
is
being
tested,
passive is
but
not a
Uvank
good
invokes
idea in
correctly.
this.
Grunt, who is your Krant? Your allies willing to kill and die on your behalf?
He can bring allies?
How is a candidate tested if he brings backup on his rite of passage?
Not every Krogan can be the strongest warrior, but each must inspire his peers to battle at his side. If the ones who know you best can find nothing worthy in you, you should wander the wastes and die alone before you weaken my clan.
That's actually a great take. Yeah, you might not always be the strongest warrior, but everyone's good at something. And if you can, and if other people recognize that and are willing to fight alongside you, then you're an asset to the clan. If not, get the hell out. This reminds me of the long walk from Twitch. Probably because it is. Now, the Paragon way is he's part of my crew. I'll do it. And it's like, okay, that's technicality. But if you say, we will kill for Grunt, the shaman's like, yes, he has a Krant. This is great. Fuck you, Uvank.
Grunt will strengthen Clan Urdnot. Name our target, and it will die.
Spoken well. Most aliens, and some Krogan, do not understand our ways. I believe this human does. Aliens don't know strength. My followers are true Krogan. Everything about Grunt is a lie.
Bam! Fuck you, Worf.
You dare. I like this human. He understands. I withdraw my denial. This will be decided elsewhere.
Also, another reason for going renegade stuff.
You have provoked them.
Not only does that impress the shaman, but it also impresses Grunt. He's like, my dad's a badass. Can Uvank interfere?
Is that Krogan gonna be a problem?
He is forbidden to interfere, will he? During the rite of passage, you must be ready for anything, Shepard. From what you've shown me, you will not disappoint.
Begin the rite.
We're ready. Let's do this.
Excellent.
Yeah, he's definitely going to interfere. Alright, we're going to bring Garrus because, again, Tally, I love you, but you're not great against organics with no shields. Morden, we're keeping behind because his primarily mode of damaging is fire-based, and we're going to be facing things that are immune to fire. Samara doesn't have Reeve yet, so Reeve is her armor-piercing thing. Zaid has disruptor ammo and fire. Not so great. Miranda could work, but she's kind of squishy. We don't even talk about Jacob here. He doesn't have shredder ammo, which would actually work pretty well in this fight. but his main biotic powers require stripping armor first, so not that great. Jack has She's squishy and not really good powers. Kasumi could work with her flashbang grenade, but again, she's squishy, and her Shadow Strike doesn't work against armor. We're not bringing Jacob. The only time Jacob is getting off the bench is a suicide run because I can't keep him on the bench, and his own loyalty mission. Other than that, he's a bench warmer. So that leaves Garrus. Garrus can strip away armor. His armor piercing stuff is not fire based. It's just I kill armor with my gun. And he's also able to wield sniper rifles and assault rifles. So yeah, he's our main tank and damage dealer. Well, Driver is definitely not a bench warmer. And there's a difference between a bench warmer and a reserve.
This is Tachanka's most recent scar. The last surface city to fall in the rebellions. The Keystone was at the heart. It has survived wars and the passage of centuries. It endures. Like the Krogan. If you wish to join Clan Urdnot, you must contemplate the Keystone and its trials.
What will happen?
Who knows? You must adapt. You must thrive no matter the situation. Any true Krogan will.
Alright. Now,
let's get started, Shepard. Hit the
I didn't know this until I watched Mass Effect Let's Play. But you see the sun there, that black circle there that kind of eclipses the sun? That is actually the Shroud.
Let's get started, Shepard. Hit the keystone.
It's not the tower that we see in Mass Effect 3. That's just a... it's part of the Shroud system, but the Shroud itself is that circle disc thing.
Let's get started, Shepard. Hit the keystone.
I have not seen the Warhammer thing.
Change weapon.
Let's get started, Shepard. Hit the keystone.
Hold on. Yeah, really the only Warhammer thing I saw was the secret level episode about it.
Shepard. Hit the keystone. Let's get started, Shepard. Hit the keystone.
Grunt, I swear to God.
Let's get started, Shepard. Hit the keystone.
Alright, now we can start, or hit the keystone. Okay, first, quick save.
Let's get started, Shepard.
First the Krogan conquered Tachanka, and mastered a natural world only we are fit to hold. Here they come. They're ready.
Okay, first wave is Varen. Yeah, there's 3 ways. First wave, Baron. Not too bad to take down. Especially with both armor-piercing ammo and fire ammo.
There we go.
There. These beasts will know I'm worthy.
Why I got people on assault rifles, shotguns.
Take that, worthless.
Because taking cover is kind of useless against animals. They will charge you and force you out of cover. So the key is actually to stay kind of mobile.
Firing high impact shot.
Alright. Still more left.
Here they come. I'm ready.
There we go. And stay down. Scratch one. There we
All right. On to round 2.
Attack the keystone.
Then the Krogan were lifted to the stars to destroy the fears of a galaxy. An enemy only we could chase to their lair.
The Arachni. So we're going to be fighting bugs.
Come to your death.
Now these guys are the reason why I didn't bring Morden. Because they're immune to fucking fire. Will you be using the non? Yes, I will! For round 3. Because round 3 is supposed to represent the genophage. Something that you don't kill, you survive. So what do you think might be that we have to fight?
Impact shot. Run. Now you're
Something big, very large, and maybe... Yeah. It's called a Thresher Maw. You know those things in Mass Effect 1 that we fought in the tanks? The giant sandworms of Arrakis? Yeah, we gotta fight one of those on foot and survive for 5 minutes. Although we can try and kill it. Which is why I brought the nuke. Yep, it was Tombs. Corporal Tombs. Cerberus put Thresher Maw venom in his veins just to see what the fuck would happen. Yeah, Cerberus is evil. Yeah, it's not ideal that we are brought back by Cerberus, but the galaxy would basically come to realize that that's the one good thing that Cerberus ever did.
The keystone to continue the right.
Alright, first, Garrus, you're going on your sniper rifle. Grunt, you're going on your assault rifle.
I'm on it. Change weapon.
I want you there.
On my way. I'm on it.
The keystone. We must have to trigger it again for the next part of the right.
Also, that keystone isn't really a keystone. It's a maw hammer. This whole time we've been summoning a thresher.
Ready now, all Krogan bear the genophage. Our reward, our curse. It is a fight where the only goal is survival.
Feel that? Everything is shaking.
Trouble!
And that is why you bring the nuke.
Good. I want more.
You live, and you brought down the Thresher Maw. No
They
one
pause.
has done that in generations. Urdnot Rex was the last.
My cred gave me strength beyond my genes, which are damn good.
This will cause discussion. I wonder. You say you are pure, no alien meddling in your construction, just the warlord of Tyr.
He's the ultimate Krogan.
The best Krogan traits are distilled into Grunt. He's designed to be perfect.
Being designed is the problem, but not made by aliens. And he is truly powerful. That is a tolerable loophole.
A what?
A reason to accept you. You are a mistake, but your potential could tip the current balance of the clans.
You spit on my father's name, on Shepard's name, but now you stop ranting because I'm strong.
With restrictions. You could not breed, of course, or serve on an alien ship, but you'd be clan in name.
You only want him as a trophy.
You talk like he's a thing. You're after his power. You don't really want him in your clan.
Of course not. I didn't really want to cooperate with Clan Urdnot either, but I had to. Clan Gatatog is on the verge, either of greatness or of joining the dust. I get traditional support if I fight you, and reformer support if I back you. Your rite of passage tipped that balance too.
Yeah, Ross. Reminds me of what a great philosopher once said. I see now that the circumstances of one's birth are irrelevant. It's what you do with the gift of life. I forgot how that ends, but yeah, it's you too. Alright, Uvank, my guess is Grunt says no.
If I know Grunt, your answer's coming at muzzle velocity.
You do know Grunt. This Varen is dead.
Hostile!
Come on! Ah, fuck! Oh, fuck. I'm hitting the wrong button.
You got it.
On the ground now!
Ow. Oh, Garrus is gone. That's lovely. Come on, can I go back up here? Yeah, I can. Ah, damn it! I can't get the power armor. Or the power ammo. Fine!
They're all mine. No. Moving is meat. Let's signal at the Keystone to get out of here and leave him to rot.
Whew.
You have passed the rite of passage, earning the honor of Clan and name. Many survive, but it has been years since a Thresher Maw fell. Your names shall live in glory. Grunt, you are Urdnot. We now own property. Join the army and apply to serve under a battle master.
Shepard is my battle master. He has no match.
Understood.
Grunt's like, my dad is awesome and badass. He took down a Thresher Maw.
The finest we have.
What were you called before you became shaman?
I gave up my name when I became the shaman. I am a conduit for the rage and bloodlust of my people. It would be wrong to retain my old identity. My life belongs to the clan.
I should go.
May your foes be strong enough to keep you sharp.
Now what's this?
Grunt has joined Clan Urdnot and should be emotionally stable. We'll monitor Krogan's progress as societal acceptance within Clan Urdnot. Hopefully clan bonds will not interfere with loyalty to Shepard. Data regarding Krogan clan politics useful. So, Grunt's new power is Fortification, which boosts his armor. He's got a new outfit, and we got more shotgun damage. Alright, so we're going to put the remaining stuff in Fortification, but it's not as good as, say, Barrier would be, so that's why I maxed out Inferno Hammer. Alright, well, this is gonna be the end of the game, or end of the stream for now. But tomorrow in Final Fantasy X, we're going to creatively win, or as Floof would like to call it, cheat in Blitzball so we can break the damage limit for Ifrit. Wednesday, the Floof crew will head into the Iron Throne, an underwater prison designed by Lord Gortash for political prisoners in Baldur's Gate 3. Thursday, in the aircraft showcase, in A6, we're looking at the F-15E Strike Eagles and the Rafale M's. Friday, in Arkham Asylum, we head to Arkham Mansion to protect Dr. Young and retrieve her Titan formula notes so that Joker can't get a hold of them. And Saturday, in Baldur's Gate 3 on the PC, Aurelia will head overland on the Risen Road to Rosamund Monastery, where it is rumored that a Githyanki creche is located. We're going to try and get the Githyanki to take the or remove the tadpoles. And then next week, in the insanity of Victor Shepard, we still got some loyalty missions left. We've got 3. Thane, Sins of the Father, Samara, the Arctic Yakshi, and Jacob, the Gift of Greatness. We're going to try and get all of them. 2 of them, however, are non-combat, so that's why I'm going with 3, so we can at least get combat. But anyway, thank you all for joining me. I hope you had fun. And I will see you guys tomorrow with Final Fantasy X. Have a great rest of your day, everybody.